Hi, my name is Ryan White, and for my presentation, I'm going to be arguing the need for a change in policy for the National Football League, or NFL, and the NFL policies for free speech that should be implemented. Do the athletes at the NFL have job protection from the NFL when protesting police brutalities and African American oppression? The NFL should make a policy to protect the jobs and free speech of the athletes who protest their rights on the field. Players should be protected under their contract, and the NFL while demonstrating acts of free speech in silent protest on national television. They should be able to be themselves and express what they believe in on and off the field. The NFL code consists of multiple rules, codes, and policies. The personal conduct policies, which are league policies for players, consist of the personal expectations from the players on and off the field. Within the personal conduct policies, I would like to implement the policy of a player's right to silently protest is and will protect the athlete's job in the right of free speech granted from the United States Constitution. Players will not be fired from their jobs or punished in any way for showing political views on and off the field, as long as they do not intend to harm themselves or others. The policy would go under the section for standards for the players. With this new policy, the NFL will be protecting the athletes who work their whole lives to reach where they are now. The link on the slide is to the NFL policies and code of conduct for players. The new players who sign for the NFL are required to review the code of conduct and the NFL policies. Inside the link to the code of conduct states, this personal conduct policy is issued pursuant to the Commissioner's authority under the Constitution and bylaws, collective bargaining agreement, and NFL player contract to address and sanction conduct detrimental to the league and professional football. It applies to players under contract, all rookie players selected in the NFL college draft, and all undrafted rookie players, unsigned veterans who were under contract in the prior league year, and other prospective players once they commence negotiations with the club concerning employment. The Code of Conduct requires protections for players once their agreement of employment is reached and should be included in their NFL contract once they have signed. To go back to where the argument came from, the argument for implementing the new NFL policy, we must talk about Colin Kaepernick and how he started the Take a Knee movement in football. The movement spread across the country because Colin Kaepernick, a quarterback for the San Francisco 49ers in the NFL, took a knee during the playing of the national anthem. This occurred during a preseason game in 2016, and the whole world erupted. Kaepernick was later victimized and idolized for his actions as a traitor and a hero. Some individuals supported him and took to his protest by taking a knee, or sitting out during the national anthem as well to show support. Other players in the NFL also took a knee to show support for Colin Kaepernick, and it even reached other sports by time passing. Colin Kaepernick's actions were not protected by the NFL, and his reasonings for kneeling were manipulated, and some people, such as Trump, claims that they are disrespecting the flag. Kaepernick's true intentions were, and I quote, "I'm going to continue to stand with the people that are being oppressed. To me, this is something that must change. When there's significant change and I feel that flag represents what it's supposed to represent, and this country is representing people the way that it's supposed to, I'll stand." This stand wasn't for me. This is because I'm seeing things happen to people that don't have a voice, people that don't have a platform to talk and have their voices heard and affect change. So I'm in the position where I can do that, and I'm going to do that for the people that can't. This was a quote from Colin Kaepernick to the NFL media after he took the knee and sparked protests from Donald Trump and the tweets. A lot of people respecting Kaepernick and agree with his views, but some did not. Our President Trump took shots at the NFL and athletes who kneeled. Trump tweeted, and I quote, "NFL attendance and ratings are way down. Boring games, yes, but many stay away because they love our country. League should back US. I believe Trump has this flipped. The league shouldn't have to back the US, and the US should be backing the league. The league needs the US to back them up, especially when they come to protests such as these." People took Kaepernick's reason for protesting and manipulated it to make him look like the bad guy. such as Trump. Later, Kaepernick was removed from the 49ers and became a free agent. Where is Kaepernick now? Kaepernick's past performances proved he is good enough to be in the league in some capacity. Even Tom Brady, who has won 5 Super Bowls, said Kaepernick is certainly qualified. In case after case, since the San Francisco 49ers told him they would cut him and he opted out of his contract, teams have rejected him. Owners do not want the supposed distraction, or they believe fans would not accept the first player who knelt on a sideline during the national anthem, or they personally dislike his politics. Kaepernick has went on to public speaking and has signed with Athletes Speakers, but would like to make a return to the NFL in this year's offseason if the world lets him in. With the inclusion of the new policy, we can protect players like Kaepernick who no longer have a career in the NFL because he took a knee for African American rights and the African American oppression that was being observed by police brutality. With the new inclusion of the policy, a player's right to silently protest is and will protect the athlete's job and the right of free speech granted from the United States Constitution. Players will not be fired from their jobs or punished in any way for showing political views on and off the field, as long as they do not intend to harm themselves or others. With this policy included in the NFL Code of Conduct, we will be able to protect the players as needed from being fired and protecting their jobs. We will be able to protect the players and athletes who take a stand for something they believe in and can maintain their jobs they work their entire lives to achieve. Thank you for listening and watching.